Greetings. So far, my comfort zone with dressmaking is summer dresses, but it's October, my hands are cold, my feet are cold, I'm generally freezing, so I don't want to make summer dresses anymore. And a while ago, I bought this really cool, like chiffon. It's 2.5 meters of it, and obviously, as you can see, it's see-through, so we're not making a dress out of only this. I have this green thicker fabric. It's almost like, I don't know, like a bit like wool, but it's not wool. I didn't even try this time. They're ugly, and that's just what it is. But here we have the underdress. So really simple. Don't have a pattern. I don't know how to make it. We're just kind of gonna wing it because it can't be that hard. And for this one, I've actually made this dress before. This plus this is what we're doing. She looks like she belongs in a Halloween costume. Look at her. She's missing an arm. She doesn't have a face. She doesn't have like any eyes. She's ready for Halloween. Okay, so that's how far I got yesterday. I still don't have a plan, and I spent 2 hours curling my hair, and now I look like a poodle, so. This is still the front part. As you see, it's just a square, and I am not, so that's the problem. I look so worried. I pinned it to myself, pinned along where I think the dart should be, and we're sewing along that line, and if it works, then we're doing this one the exact same way, and if not, then, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how to do it properly, but I trace the shape of the dart onto a piece of paper, and then trace that onto my fabric, turn it around, and trace the other side. Oh, did I not have to trace it? I could have just... I think I could have just folded it. Okay. I'm putting darts in this because, as I said, I am not a rectangle but a human being, and so I need to have curves in my clothes to fit to my body. So this is what I'm doing here. Don't ever copy this. This is the stupidest way to do it. I don't know how to do it better, but I know that this is the stupidest way. And I put in the darts, tried to fit them to my body, and it kind of worked, so I just went with it and attached the back rectangle. If you already know that this is not going to work, good for you. I didn't realize it until later on that the back part actually needed to be smaller than the front part. So I needed to make quite a few adjustments later, and it was very annoying. For the straps, I decided to just make really simple, skinny spaghetti straps, and that's it. Okay, I'm trying it on. It's really hard. I don't know if people do this to pin stuff to yourself. Ah! I noticed though that the back is too long. Like I wanted to stop here. Like at the same, like here it stops above my waist, and here it's somehow below my waist. I guess because it dips a bit. I didn't know that, but now I do. Will I forget it until next time? Probably. That was terrifying. Cutting into something you've already sewn, terrifying. Here you can see pretty well how I had to adjust the sides of the rectangle and slope them downwards towards the back, and then the back panel is also a lot smaller than it was in the beginning. I had to do that for the lining as well. Did I mention I made a lining? I made a lining, and now I'm wedging the straps between those two layers before I sew all along the top, and then flip it inside out to create the top part of this. Yep. Next step is to start working on the skirt before I attach these. I left these because I didn't want to make that decision yet, so let's start working on the skirt. I actually have no idea how to do it. The bodice is done. Good job to me. The bottom has to be like bigger than the circumference of my hips. Do I just... What's that shape called? I don't remember. If you don't know what I mean, I'm trying to show you the shape of a trapeze. I tried to cut one out. You barely see it. It just looks like a rectangle. So that's the front part. And this is the back part with the darts I tried to put in. I'm just kind of playing around with the darts. I don't know if you can see here. And I think it's pretty okay the way I did it. So I think I'm just gonna sew them in. It's been a while, but we're here now. So let's continue where we left off. I have a top that's not closed and a skirt that, if I remember correctly, is not attached yet. I mean, I see that it's not attached yet, but I also remember correctly that it didn't fit to the top, which is probably why I lost motivation. I don't remember anything from this dress. My brain is just whoop. Why am I like this? I don't know. Boop. Okay, let's go. These are what the darts in the back look like. If you think they look pretty, you are correct. They are shitty, and I had to take them out and readjust them a few times, and they're still not quite right, but I can live with it because I know what a pain it was. Next step is attaching the invisible zipper along the side, which I've never done. I always attach it in the back, so that's something new I can now do. Oh no, I spoiled it that it worked. I'm sorry. I ran out of bobbin. Listen to this. Help. One side attached. This is the part I messed up last time. Can I zip it up? Can I figure it out? Can my brain work? That was supposed to be drum roll. It's nearly perfect. Look, it lines up perfectly. I was gonna say perfect, but no. Technically it's finished. I love this fabric. I love the color. I love the way the fabric feels. I just hate what I did with the fabric. I don't know, like no matter what I change, it doesn't look, let me show you. I warn you, it doesn't look good. Never mind, I actually love it. The reason I procrastinated this dress for so long is because I was so unhappy with how this turned out, and I started like doubting myself. But that seems kind of dumb now because it actually looks fine. So what a waste of time. We're going for a witchy, like American Horror Story Coven witch dress. So okay, I can't believe we're finally at this point. These are the two patterns I used for this dress. I used the sleeve from this Vogue pattern. I've used it 1,000 times, and I used the bodice part from that, but I adjusted the neckline to go a lot higher and to just be really snug around the whole base of my neck. I never worked with this type of fabric before, and I was kind of excited because it looks really pretty, but I can tell you that I kind of hated it because it was so slippery. Like I couldn't even put needles into it without the layers like moving around all the time. So a lot of the stuff that I cut out looked like this, obviously not right, and I had to redo it. Also look at the neckline. I know I cut something into it, but it looks completely straight. These are the two back panels that we're going to sew up halfway along the middle, the cuff and the sleeve. Also, the fabric was fraying a lot. I have tiny little black pieces of fabric all over my apartment, and no matter how much I vacuum, they don't go away. So I decided to do French seams just to make it a lot cleaner and nicer. And also, they're really satisfying. I really enjoyed this part. Ew. And this is what the top part looked like. To create a hem along the back was a pain. It was horrible. So I had to put in like a zigzag stitch to stabilize it because it was really like slippery. And the whole process took forever. I used my pinking shears because it was just fraying so much. It was everywhere. And that made it better. Okay. I've long stopped counting days, so this is day, I have no idea. I finished the hem in the back. It looks beautiful. This is what we have so far. I don't want to talk about how long this took me. Please don't ask. I'll see you in a month when I've done the second sleeve, because I'm sure it will take me that long. Oh! Well, look at that. Okay, I need help. For the two ruffles, as always, I used 1.5 times the measurement of the layer before and just ruffled that up, gathered it all together, attached it also with a French theme. And then finally, for the neckline, I decided against a turtleneck situation and just made some simple bias tape and attached that along the edge, flipped it around, hand sewed it down, and that was it. I attached a little button and it was finally done.